Hey there everybody, welcome back to Timberborn. I am just getting started on a brand new day and we're expanding. The beavers are going to start working on a new dam across here. And I've just been looking at what's next on the plan. And I realised I've now got over 1,000 science points, which means the observatory is unlockable. But then I was looking at the building requirements, and yeah, we can do planks, but gears and pine resin are not something that I've even touched. So although that is, unlockable, yeah, I've got to work out other things. So we've got here a gears workshop which can build. That might go down here, but we need to check on our power amounts and obviously make sure we've got enough beavers. We have got beavers with no work, so that could be pretty quickly put down. And I need to... Is anyone working here? No. Oh yeah, we need to get some more beavers in. So let's up this, because we're going to be putting quite a few jobs here. Hopefully that hasn't messed up people over here, beavers over here for what they need. Why have we got hungry beavers? Just go eat. Nighttime again. So hopefully, yeah, now we're going to have someone beaver working here, and just to clear this path of trees there and be able to clear off trees in this whole area where we need to, like might get rid of those ones if I need to, and then we can start getting through here and get this dam placed in here. So let's plan that. It's going to be this double floodgate goes in here, and I will probably connect that as well. And in order to put that in, this is going to need, well actually, yeah, have I made a mistake doing that there? Because the path goes there. No, it's alright, we'll have the path go around the back of it. It's going to need some platforms around it, and that's not a bad thing anyway, so we'll do that. Hopefully they can sort of start to understand what we're trying to do here. Oh, we don't need those ones. Let's do that and that. Haven't even built it yet, so that's fine. Right, so that will be our new dam placed in there, and I'm hoping to eventually raise the water level here, but there's going to be a lot of work to do over here before we can do that. And then we can, I don't know, that's for another time, but for now we just want to stop the water flowing in the wrong direction, get a bit more going this way so we can up the speed of this. And I've been pondering for ages about what to do about this, and I might force all the water from here to go around there, but that would mean we were on a pretty... Ooh, that's no good. Don't want that. Yeah, pretty sort of low amount of water to go through here and down there, which would mean closing off even more sections. Is this guy... Nothing to do, that's fine. You don't have to be there anymore then. So yeah, I think there's so many options of what to do, because I also want to look at splitting this district so that this is all farming, and then we can have a housing and lumberjack sort of industry, well not industry really, is it? Just a sort of more basic district over here. And trying to decide where to put the farming district and where to put the centre of the housing and other stuff district as well, because this is quite far, I think, from there. and it would be nicer for it to be closer. Okay, yeah, I completely forgot. Just because I told them to chop the trees with this guy didn't mean that they weren't going to leave them to regrow. So now we can put the path in. And then they can finish this. Hopefully soon. Come on, guy. There we go. So I think while they're finishing that, let's get a gear workshop built. I think we can... Ooh, not that way, Bran. I think we can probably power that. What are we running at? Ooh, 205, so we are a bit low. Probably because I've messed up some of how the water's moving and things, but I think once this is in, that should pick up again. You know, it's hard to be sure. Keep changing things and hoping. Yeah, because at the moment, there's a lot of water running through here, and that's not good. We don't want that. That's caused this to go quite slow. We're making gears. Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, no, it's all fixed. The water is flowing nicely. We can see it's actually coming at a really good speed down here. Especially once we get into this part here. That's flowing really well there. And that doesn't seem to have flooded anything. No, I was a bit worried. And obviously it's pushing a lot more water down that way. But that's fine. We are all out of planks. I'm not sure why, because we can make planks. But we're all out. Again, there's a few over here. I guess we're just at the point of ramping up industry again, but I'm really happy that that's done now. We can see, I don't know, what happens next. As far as like where we can tweak the water flow. But that's really good. That's great that that's working sort of how I wanted it to work. So I think another water wheel in here at some point would be really good for us to get a second load of industry. I don't how many. What would we get? One gear every 3 hours. That's not very much, is it? I'm trying to work out how this all works. Oh dear, drought approaching. Great. That's just what I need in the whole hoopla. We'll look at that in a minute. I'm just trying to make sure I'm balancing my food and the logs. The logs don't seem to be where I expected them to be. There's a lot over here. They haven't been bringing them in as much as I thought. They are bringing them in now. I've put a few more workers into the crossing. That seems to be helping. I guess they are using them up pretty quickly. I've built the builder's hut and told them to make that the priority. I'm guessing they're taking everything that comes in straight away and just taking it away. But yeah, this is confusing the heck out of me. I don't know what's going on. I've just fiddled with some. I'm not really sure I understand what the thresholds mean. Do not export goods. Export all goods. Reset all to default. I mean, what does that mean? Oh, that's probably not a good idea. Import all if needed. I think we just want, you know, let's just do that and let them move things around for now, and I'll try and work it out if it's wrong. Yeah, that's confusing. Let's have a look at what we've got. So District 1 has got 1 unemployed beaver. And the industrial district has 3 unemployed beavers. We've got 4 working here, 4 working here. That's 8 beavers working. I don't know why these 2 are standing there. There's lots to work on. There's no goods. We've got... Let's do that. We've got 4 there. 4 there. This guy... Yeah, there. Okay, so we're going to be transporting a lot more goods. Let's... I don't know. Do that as well? We need more beavers on moving of stuff duty. Well, I suppose I should really be paying attention to the upcoming drought, but I am more interested in the water wheel that's finished. So we've got 2 now, and they're both going at a fairly good speed. So that makes me very happy. And this is sort of all coming together. I have just seen that there is very little food over here. That's not making me happy. We need to look at why that is. Why is there no carrots? Please, please, please bring some carrots. Where's the food? What are they doing? There are no carrots here either. Oh, we've got a food problem again. We've got lots of berries. Is no one working in the farm? People are working... Beavers are working in the farm. No beavers are working in this farm. What are they doing? I mean, what's... Seem like we're doomed for never having enough food in the right places. The moment I get a district, they just don't seem to be moving. Now, I did get a comment about windmills. Maybe this is something I should be doing. I should probably be doing all of these. Now, once that I can make this. I don't have paper, so I can't make a large windmill, and this one needs gravity battery needs that. Okay. But the small windmill, we could have small windmill just as a backup. Yeah, let's. Why it can't go next to that? It needs to have. It needs to have some space around it. Okay. So let's put that there, and we'll have one there. And if I put one here, does that help? Just thinking, we've got a drought coming. It would be really great if we can get some... Oh, was I ignoring something here? No, there's no sort of guide as to how quickly they work. That's fine. Just realised this is not where I need that. That's going to be a pain. That's no good. Okay, that needs to go. I don't think it makes any difference. That needs to go there. Purely because I'm going to need to be able to get over this power thing. Do we store gears in warehouses? We do. We do store gears in warehouses. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Okay, it's drought time. No more water coming in. Yeah, I've just been trying to fiddle the water a little bit. Which means actually this is not as high as I'd hoped it would be. Don't think I've done a very good job here. Let's just hope that I've done something half decent. But the windmills are working. The food situation, I think I've sorted it. I've gone in here and I've told the haulers to prioritise the berries. We need to make this a priority job. And we're starting to get some more carrots. I've told them to actually harvest rather than plant. I think the problem is I've got a lot of beavers, and maybe this one needs to be back on again, and I hadn't done that, so we need to get some more. Right, I'm going to try and send some of the water from this area down into this area. I'm hoping to raise this up. That needs to go full. To the point where it can't take any more. And then quickly close it again. Actually, I don't want to flood it. Just let it. It's quite tricky. Okay. A little bit of flooding along the way. It's okay. Like a little wave. Oh, a little bit too high. Oh dear. It just sort of goes over. Oh. Okay. That's not quite what I wanted. Now it's flowing back. Wow. Alright, these are really complicated mechanics. So it's all... Okay, so let's just go a little bit. A little bit of slow water. Something? Wow. Okay, where is it? How high is the water? Okay, there, we've got a little bit of water coming through. Because we can go a bit higher, really. And then we can drop this one so that it's like that, and bring that water through into here. Okay, because we've got quite a lot of water stored here, and if we don't get it out of this area, it's just going to evaporate. Apparently, I didn't realise that was how this worked. Okay, that seems to be working on the whole. That's reached its maximum. It's just started to flood here a little bit, so we don't want any more coming through there. Oh, that's too much. And we'll let that come back up again. I mean, it's, yeah, okay. Too high. It will, I'm just going to let it flow back out, I think. It's only a little bit of excess. Guess they're taking everything out of there and putting it somewhere else. So it's going back down. We wasted a little bit of water. I wonder if some flood defences for this first section might be good eventually, just so that this bit can be higher and then we can settle here. Because this bit gets flooded more than anywhere else. It doesn't really bother it. We just can't harvest from it straight away. So that's settled, and that's really high now. That's great. That's what I wanted to see. And this is still sort of flowing in. Yeah, that's good. I mean, the water bills being there is a really good indication. Oh, that looks like it's flowing backwards. We don't want that. Yeah, no, the water wheels are going the wrong direction. Right, no, none of that, thank you. suppose I should be thinking about this whole district rearranging malarkey while we're doing... just watching and waiting for this flood to stop. Ah. I can't help just go around and keep watching the water levels and watching the food levels at the moment. I don't want to let things get out of hand. Oh, it looks like the wind's stopped. Yeah, so all the production of planks and such is ground to a halt there. And coal, oh, we've got quite a few, but yeah, no water, no wind. Well, no water flow, no wind. That means no production. But as far as actual water's concerned, I think this is going really well. This is really high, but considering how long we've been going now. I've got a few little construction jobs I'm going to walk you through in a minute. But yeah, so building this over here, right, which we did at the beginning of the episode, I think that was key, because that meant all of this didn't keep flowing out that way. This became contained. I was able to keep that high-ish for a while, and then flow these down in sections. It definitely seems I need to have multiple sections so that it can flow down. So perhaps if this can be made to be even taller in time and all of this built up, then this could be worked as a really high section and always allow this to be lower than that, or most of the time. And then this is lower because it sits lower. But this being bigger is going to dry up before this one does, probably. Just because of the surface area. Yeah, so I've just opened the gates again because this water seems to have got a bit low. And yeah, the water took a gamble. The water is flowing in. I'm just going to watch these water wheels. When they stop spinning, I guess the water's the same when I put the floodgates back up again. Because other than that, yeah, we're still doing pretty good. Water's still, I mean, there's, what, 2 days, just over 2 days left? And there's still water everywhere. We haven't actually run out of water. Obviously, this trees up here aren't doing great, but and when the drought's over, I'm going to take you through all the changes I've made with the buildings. I've moved quite a few bits and pieces around, and I think I'm nearly ready to make some big changes to how the districts are set up again. And I've really planned it out this time, and things aren't going to go terrible. Oh, we've got some beavers without a job. I need to look at that. Here we go. Wheels are stopping, so I'm just going to shut that off now. Means the water is the same here and here. Again, that's great. I love that. This is working really well. I'm really happy with how that's gone. Brilliant. That's the end of the drought. See the water's coming back. There. Slowly. Maybe soon. No, not yet. Well, it will do. There it is. Gosh. Keeps you waiting, doesn't it? So, yeah, we're gonna... Well, the gate's down already. That should just start flowing in and get everything going again. What I will do is put this one up. And when this one starts coming in, we'll do that. Now, things are going fairly well, other than the fact we're having a real problem with food over here. They're just not storing enough up, I guess. They're all hungry. They're all hungry. We've got food, but it's just not being brought over quick enough. So I'm not really sure what to do about that, because I've got I've got beavers whose job it is to haul food. Pretty much that's their only job. The only thing is maybe they're spending too much time hauling other materials. There's a lot of movement of materials. To be honest, I'm really short on everything. Since I started making the gears, so I've actually turned off both of these, so we don't be making any more of those. Here comes the water, really slowly, but we are starting to get some water, and I guess I've just been building too much and forgetting how important like the haulers are for moving stuff. They're not carrying very much. Oh, the wind stopped. Okay, well that's fine. The water wheels are going to start going again. I'm going to build another windmill up here. Actually, that's on the list of things to do. But while we wait for that water just to really get in here, it's very slow progress. Just like that's very slow. Yeah, let's look at what's coming up next in like terms of changing how the organisation's done. Oh, there go the water wheels. I need to make sure I keep an eye on how all this is configured. This needs to come down to about 8, I think, so that doesn't get too high and flood everything. I don't know, maybe that one's there. We'll see how that goes. Just don't want an accident. So you might see there's quite a few things still being built, but I have got a new district centre over here. This is going to be for the farming district. So once that's connected up across here, I'm just waiting to build a few more farmhouses over there as well. We'll have this area as the farming district. And it really will just have the farms and probably some food production. I'll probably move this. There's no need for that to be over there, causing a bit of a problem. And then this district centre's going. It's just completely gone. And we'll have this one here, which is going to be for the lumber production. And we're going to also try and get some resin production started. But that's going to take a while. Now I can get rid of this. So I've got 2 new buildings coming over here. We've got a new forester and a new hauling post. And they will be part of the farming district. And these stairs will go. The slope will go. I didn't make the stairs, no. And we will put the entrance to the district through here. So some of these houses will be in the lumber district and some of them are going to be in the farming district. It's all a bit like, oh, what is happening? But I think it's going to work. I'm feeling fairly confident, but obviously, well, this is only just finished being built. Got a couple of warehouses. Can't do anything until like these stairs are built. I can get rid of this. Now I don't need that one. And disconnect this part. This path is actually going to be part of the lumber district, I think. These trees here, which are out of reach of, like, they're out of reach of these foresters. So they can't look after those. So we're not going to chop those ones. They're not inside the cutting area. So those ones I'm going to let mature and they'll look like this and they'll just be for resin. So I need to build here a little tapper's hut. I think that's how this is going to go. Though I was tempted to build it on top of this so that they don't lose so many trees. Yeah, so I'm going to get rid of some of this path and put in the hut. We're really just waiting for them to... I need to stop building things. so that they can start having some food. Because I'm guessing they're getting pretty hungry now. Yeah, they're not too bad, but they could be better. So things aren't going quite as well as I'd like. And now we've got a bad tide come in, so I need to try and protect against that. Yeah, that'll be a pain. But I think, I think I've got everything in place for that at least. We will soon have this complete. I've just sort of started getting things just spreading out a bit more, but there's just so much more infrastructure needed in the whole place that it's hard to get everything balanced right now. I'm just moving these farmhouses so we can try and regain some of this land for actually, growing crops rather than just not, as it were. But yeah, the resources are a problem. Food is a problem constantly. There's no food right now, which is not good. I suppose there was some in those farmhouses, but yeah, I don't know if I need a second gatherer because there are bushes here, and I am going to start growing some over here, I think, and probably need to change all of this so we're growing some more berries there. I'm just trying to be a bit more efficient with that while trying to, keep everyone alive. But well, you can see there's a lot of hungry beavers around, and that's not good, especially not when we've got things like the bad tide come in, which means we're not going to be producing any more materials, or not as much anyway, because we're reliant on the wind power. I'm not producing any cogs at the moment because I just need to get this supply of these planks and things up for construction. But if they don't, grow food fast enough, then I don't know what to do. I feel like the farmland is big enough to support 82 beavers. That's all it is. Oh no, here we go. Now they're going to start dying of hunger. It's happening again. Right, it's here. Let's just keep an eye. I want to have this water flowing for as long as possible, but I am ready to shut it off, basically. Because we don't want to be infecting all of our crops. It's not a long bad tide. I don't really know how to get it out of here once we do get it done. I guess we're going to push it out that way. Yeah, that's I hadn't really thought about that. Let's just watch that approach and be ready to cut it off. In fact, we could, if we do that and that now, will that just send it that way, and less of this will go bad, I guess. Right, well that's all the water wheels have stopped. That's flowing that way. This is always, protected anyway. And we've got, yeah, we're fully closed off. I'll just shut that properly. A bit of rubble in the water there. See if we can get that at some point. I am hoping that it doesn't affect the crops. Again, though, well, so yeah, I mean, we can't ignore it now. Bad tide was a thing, yes, but like 2/3 of the beavers died from hunger. And I just don't know what to do to stop this happening. Every time I try and expand a bit, push the boundaries of how much resources I'm gathering and things, I lose the balance. Having the two districts is tricky. I thought I had a good balance. Clearly not. Oh, see that they're still dying. I don't know. There are now 16 beavers. That's terrible. I mean, I'm guessing I'm just not getting the priorities right. And they're not moving the food around like they need to. See, there's no beavers working here, so there's no food being moved. I don't know. I think I'm not very good at this game. I've got six beavers. No, I haven't. I've got 22 beavers. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's not quite so bad as 6. I was actually panicking then. 6 was like, how was I going to manage on 6? Well, at least that's the end of the bad tide. And all the protections I put in have worked. Oh my gosh. We just need to wait for this. Wow, that flooded. We just wait for this to clear out, and hopefully everything will return to some sort of normal eventually. Right, I've just had to pull the last bit of the bad water through, and I'm just trying to push it through here. This water's not the best water. It's hard to see when it gets evening, but yeah, I think that is probably enough to say that that's good now. We've sort of flooded the area, but I've maintained the quality of this water, which is good. So I'm kind of happy with where we are with that. Obviously we've got... This isn't great. And I might have to try and deal with that. But it's very tricky to get this balance right. Yeah, I think this is working. This is pushing the last of this water out that way. And I would hope that that's going to get caught in the current and just keep going. And this is all flowing nicely again, so that's fine. Obviously we've got all of this. We're just ignoring that for now. Yeah, carrying on. So the population is calmed again. We are at 22 adults and 7 children. Not great, but not terrible. Let's just say that. Right, we can close that again now. Let this stabilise. No, that's not stabilising, that's just making a mess. Right. Sometimes I don't understand. Right. Hopefully that'll be fine and the water will start flowing through here perfectly normally again. Right, there are a lot of carrots. Some of these are too dry. I guess I've tried to reach further than the soil allows. I thought they were okay, but they're not. So we'll see. There's just a few here to well, get rid of, I was going to say, but now we're just going to flood the place instead. What is wrong? I'm really constantly fighting with water levels and everything. I want this nice and high, but every time I put it nice and high, it overflows. Because this is down. Right, let's hope that that helps a little bit. No, that hasn't helped at all. Right. I guess because we've got this now. What's this? This is too high. Maybe that's the problem. Right, there we go. Oh dear. We just empty this for now. And this. So I don't think they're going to be very happy about all of this. So the population is looking a little healthier. It's not like dire. The food supplies have picked up, but of course that's because there's no beavers eating the food, really. There's a lot more beavers farming now. Got 9 beavers, 3 in each farmhouse, and then 2 beavers gathering berries here, and we'll probably put more over here eventually as well. But we're still not really getting anywhere closer to getting the district sort of thing sorted and set up, and that's disappointing. I'm not really sure where I'm going wrong. Every time I think that I've cracked the whole advancing and spreading out, it goes bad again. And it's taken me ages to get the water flow right. Everything keeps flooding, or yeah, I ended up drying out this one at one point. So I definitely need to do some more work on getting that just sorted. But that's going to be big work because it means redirecting all of the different flows everywhere. And, I can't even keep my beavers alive, let alone advance into sort of particularly high levels of technology and sorting the water out. And this is right here now. This is right here, and I should be working on collecting that, and I can't because there's no beavers living here. This whole area is just abandoned. And I mean, luckily it is just abandoned and I can get back and sort it again, but yeah, it's a little bit, it's a bit upsetting to be unable to get them to survive sensibly. But I don't really know if there's much else that's worth doing in this episode. And these beavers, what are they doing? There are piles of rubble here that they are working on. Okay. They're always running around doing something at the moment, and I'm not always sure what that something is. Yeah, it's tricky. I honestly thought this was going to be a little bit more chill and relaxing, but it's quite hard to look after all these beavers. And as you can see, like, the fields are getting empty again. Hopefully the ones closer to the farmhouses are going to start growing again and be ready. I've started replacing some of the trees. So we've got some oak trees growing here now. They take a lot longer to grow though, so I'm not going to do all of them, but I think it'd be nice to have some because they're much more efficient in how much wood you get. Even the pine is much better than the birch. I hadn't really paid attention to it before, but yeah, the pine is like 12 days to grow for 2 logs, whereas the birch is 9 days to grow for 1 log. Doesn't make a lot of sense. And the oak is like 30 days to grow for 8 logs, so that's much better. If we can get them started on growing and make that sustainable, I don't know if we can. Let's call it there for now, I guess, because who knows what's going to happen next, to be fair. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Hopefully we have more beavers and less death. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So yeah, if you enjoyed watching my torment, give me a like. Leave any comments if you've got any tips on how to stop my beavers from dying the moment I start trying to use districts. Clearly not got the hang of that. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.